Ever dream of running your own business, but the idea of a warehouse stacked to the ceiling with inventory just terrifies you? Well, you're in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to build a complete no-fluff roadmap for a successful Shopify dropshipping store. Let's get right into it. So just imagine this. What if you could sell products to customers anywhere in the world without ever touching the stock yourself? I mean, that's the dream, right? That is the core promise of dropshipping. You handle the cool stuff, the digital storefront, the marketing, and a supplier takes care of all the packing and shipping. It's an amazing model, but let's be clear, success is never, ever automatic. You know, you've probably seen a ton of videos out there that show you which buttons to click on Shopify, but they totally miss the most important part: how to build a business that actually lasts. This isn't some get-rich-quick thing. This is the real, no-nonsense guide to creating a brand that can stand the test of time. Okay, first things first. Before we even think about products or store designs, we need to do a quick reality check. This is the step that honestly separates the successful stores from the ones that just fizzle out after a month. So let's figure out if dropshipping is really the right fit for you. All right, let's be real about what this actually takes. You're not just some store owner. No, you're the CEO, you're the head of marketing, and you're the entire customer support department, all rolled into one. Products do not sell themselves. That's 100% your job. And when an order goes wrong, guess who the customer calls? It's you, not the supplier. And you can forget about passive income, especially at the beginning. This is an active commitment of your time and your energy. If you're okay with all that, then you're ready to win. This chart right here is so important because it keeps our feet on the ground. Yeah, you don't have inventory costs, but you still have to pay for the product itself, for the shipping, and for all the marketing to get people to your store. So realistically, your profit margin is going to land somewhere between 10 and 30%. That means for every $100 in sales, you're probably going to pocket about 10 to 30 bucks. It's a real business, not a winning lottery ticket. Still with me? Awesome. That means you're serious about this. So now let's build the foundation. The most successful stores, they don't start with some trendy product. They start with a rock-solid business blueprint. So the most crucial thing to understand here is what's called personal liability. As a sole proprietor, which is what you are by default, there's no legal difference between you and your business. And that means your personal assets, like your car or your house, could be at risk. An LLC, on the other hand, it builds a protective wall around you. Most people start as a sole proprietorship, and that's fine. But trust me, forming an LLC as you start to grow is a very, very smart move. Let's just bust a huge myth right now. You cannot start a real dropshipping business for free. It's just not going to happen. This chart shows a realistic $500 starter budget. And look at the biggest slice of the pie. Fully half of it goes straight to marketing and ads. You have to pay to get in front of customers. The rest covers all the essentials, like your Shopify plan, a domain name, and, this is a big one, test orders to make sure you're not accidentally selling junk. All right, now for the fun part. The part everyone loves. Finding those winning products. This is where a little bit of creativity meets some cold, hard data. You know, a passionate founder is great, but a passionate founder who's backed by data? That person is unstoppable. Let me tell you about the founder of a store called E-Bike Generation. He wasn't some cycling fanatic, not at all. He was more like a data detective. He spotted a massive opportunity that was just hidden in the numbers. And that data-first approach? It led him to a business that eventually did $3 million a year. Yeah, $3 million. So how'd he do it? This right here is the secret sauce. Using free tools like Google Trends, he proved the idea was a winner before he invested a single dollar. He saw a hungry market with a growing interest that wasn't going away. That's your goal. Find a niche where there's a real existing audience that you can serve. So once you have a niche, you gotta vet every single potential product with this checklist. Just ask yourself these questions. Is the shipping reliable? Is the supplier's rating over 95%? Have at least 300 other people bought it recently? Are the photos high quality and not covered in someone else's brand? And finally, the big one. Can I realistically sell this thing for 3 times what it cost me? If you can say yes to all 5, you might just be holding a winner. All right, you've got your foundation, you've got a vetted product idea. Now it is time to build the actual store. And the single most important goal here, the one word to remember, is trust. Your supplier is basically your business partner, so you have a few options. DSers connects you to the absolutely massive AliExpress marketplace, which is great for variety. Spocket is more focused on pre-vetted suppliers in the US and Europe, which usually means faster shipping. And then there's Printify, which is perfect for creators because it lets you sell custom print-on-demand products with zero cost upfront. Okay, listen up. If you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. This is the single most important rule in all of dropshipping. You must order the product for yourself. How does it feel? Is the quality what you expected? How's the packaging? This is the only way you'll ever know what your customers are going to experience, and it is a tiny, tiny price to pay to protect your brand's reputation. Look, a pretty store is nice, but a trustworthy store is what actually makes sales. You have to think like a customer. They need to see great photos, they need to be able to easily find your shipping and return policies, they want to read reviews from real buyers, and they need to know their payment information is secure. If you nailed these 4 things, you're building a store people will actually buy from. Your store is built. It looks professional, it feels trustworthy. Awesome. Now, how do we get people to actually see it? Let's build a really focused plan for your first 30 days. Here is a super simple launch plan. First, just grab your phone and make some TikToks or Instagram reels. Unbox the product, show it in action. It's free and it really works. Second, run one small targeted Facebook ad. The goal here isn't to get rich, the goal is to get data. And finally, go find your people. Hang out in relevant groups on Reddit or Facebook. And don't just spam your link. Please don't do that. Actually add value to the conversations. Now think about it like this. Paid ads are like renting traffic. But search engine optimization, or SEO, is how you own your traffic. By creating content that actually answers your customers' questions, you'll start to rank on Google and get a steady stream of free, super motivated traffic over time. It's a long game, for sure, but man, is it worth it. Any entrepreneur will tell you that business is basically just a series of problems you have to solve. Things are going to go wrong. It's inevitable. But how you handle those moments is what truly defines your brand. So let's go over a playbook for a couple of common issues. Okay, it's going to happen. A customer sends you an angry email because they got the wrong item or it showed up damaged. This is not a crisis. I repeat, not a crisis. This is an opportunity to create a fan for life. Here is the playbook. Step 1, apologize immediately and take full ownership. Never, ever, ever blame your supplier to the customer. Step 2, handle the mess with the supplier behind the scenes. And step 3, the most important one, fix it for the customer right now. Offer them a full refund or a free replacement, their choice, on the spot. Turning an angry customer into a loyal fan is worth so much more than the cost of one product. Oh, this one's a classic. It's so common. You've launched your first ad. It's getting some clicks, but the sales just are not coming in. The first instinct is to panic and just turn it off. Don't. It's time to be a detective. Don't just kill the ad. You gotta diagnose the problem. First, look at your audience. Is it maybe too broad? Second, look at the ad creative itself. Is the picture or the video actually compelling? And third, and this is a big one, look at your product page. Maybe the ad is working perfectly, but something on your page, like a surprise shipping cost at checkout or a lack of reviews, is scaring people away at the very last second. So, we've covered the entire roadmap, from your mindset to marketing to troubleshooting. But at the end of the day, this isn't just about selling products. It's about building a real brand that serves a specific need. So the final question, that's for you. What value are you going to bring? And what problem will you solve for that very first person who clicks buy? That's where the real journey begins.